Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Courtney Fields is suing her former roommate Jace Manning in the amount of $185 to reimburse her for the defendant's share of their utility bill. Ms. Manning claims the plaintiff vomited in her car and the money went to cleaning up the mess.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Cristina Perez presiding. Please be seated. All parties have been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you. So, Ms. Fields, I understand you are suing your ex-roommate. Is that correct?
That's correct.
For money she owes you on some utility bills.
Yes,
Okay.
for our cable, internet, and electric.
Okay. So, explain to me what happened.
Jace and I have been living together for the past 11 months. We met through a mutual friend. And the way it worked is I moved in first, so I put everything in my name since it would be easier and I trusted her from our mutual friend. And then the month of June, this worked out all fine. And then in the month of June, I went to her and told her that the utilities for that month were about $185. And she gave me $15.
Okay.
Which didn't add up to me either.
Okay.
And so I asked her, when will you be able to give me the rest of the money? And she said that she wouldn't.
That she wouldn't give you the rest
Any
of
of
the
it.
money. Okay. So she did pay you $15.
She did give me $15.
Okay. So then was the total $200?
Yes, the total was $200.
I see. Okay. So then that's why you're suing for $185.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So then, Miss Manning, did you pay her the money that you were supposed to pay and agreed to for the utility bills?
I paid what I believed was owed, the $15. What you're not getting from this story is what happened on Courtney's birthday in my car.
What happened? Please tell me.
On Courtney's birthday, she wanted to go out and celebrate with her friends.
Our friends, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
I offered to be the designated driver. It's her birthday. Obviously, she shouldn't have to be worrying about how much she's drinking or not drinking.
Okay, that's a nice friend. Perfect.
Unfortunately, no good deed goes unpunished, and on the way home, she started throwing up in my car.
Ooh, okay.
All over the back seat. I was obviously very upset, and she said she would clean it up. She attempted to clean it up. Unfortunately, she was very, very drunk at the time and only made it much, much worse.
Your Honor, I
Okay,
did
so then you guys, let me just backtrack. So you guys go out celebrating your birthday.
Yes.
Was it a big birthday for her or was it just a birthday?
Just typical birthday.
Okay, how old did you turn?
I turned 23.
Okay, so 23, you go out, you're the designated driver, you don't have to worry about drinking and driving. You guys go out, she got very intoxicated or?
Yes,
I was
very intoxicated.
I did drink, Your Honor. Probably a little bit more than I should have. It was my birthday. My friends were buying me drinks left and right. I wasn't really thinking about it.
Okay, so then you guys went home.
Yes.
And do you remember driving her, being in her car?
I do.
So she was very drunk. Did she pass out in the back seat?
Yes, I dropped off all of her friends. She didn't even say goodbye to them. Good night, thanks for coming. She was extremely out of it.
Okay. And then, so you said the next thing you hear is her throwing up.
Correct.
Okay. And you guys got home, and what happened then? Do you remember?
I do remember. I felt very bad about this, and I told her that I would clean it up when we got home. She didn't say anything to me. We got home, and she went right into her room, didn't say anything to me, and I went ahead and I got whatever cleaning supplies I could find that we keep in our kitchen, and I spent about 2 hours in her back seat trying to clean up the car.
Not from what I saw the next morning.
Coming up.
If she had come to me in a
You know what?
nice...
She actually was a really good friend because she's exactly the person you're claiming she's not.
On the next Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
I don't think I've ever heard of a grown man pooping in his pants.
Thank you.
Not anybody younger than age 85, maybe.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Courtney Fields, who is suing Jace Manning for half of their joint utility bill.
All right, so then you wake up the next morning and she says she spent 2 hours cleaning the car. And you say, no, she didn't.
Well, Your Honor, I have evidence. I took a photo of the back seat of the car. It's just absolutely disgusting.
Okay, let me see your evidence. Any evidence that you have, please give it to me. So you claim you cleaned it for 2 hours. You woke up in the morning. What did it smell like? What did it look like?
Well, it was 80 degrees the next morning, so it had baked overnight. So I had to take the car and get it detailed, to get it cleaned, to get rid of the smell. Because, I mean, I couldn't drive my car. I decided that I needed to take care of this myself. She was still asleep at 10 o'clock that morning, but I had to go to work, and I could not drive my car in that condition.
And did they get the smell out, the carpet?
They did. They did a fantastic job. My car looked like new.
Did you ever tell her that you were going somewhere to get it cleaned?
Not before I did. As I said, I needed to get to work, and she was still
Did you tell her
asleep.
afterwards,
Yes.
after the fact? And what did you say? Because she got the car cleaned.
She stormed in and said that she had gotten the car cleaned and that it cost $185 and that I had to pay for half.
Okay.
Mind you, she hadn't asked me about this. She hadn't mentioned this to me. She hadn't said anything about it. So, of course, my first reaction is, well, why didn't you talk to me? Why didn't we agree together? We could have looked for places. I have a hard time
Your Honor,
believing.
it's my car. I shouldn't have to check with her on how I get it
But when you're
cleaned.
going to take away the utility money that we both owe, then it becomes a mutual decision.
So then when she came and asked you for the utility money, what did you do?
She had not paid me for the car detailing, which was $185. The utilities are $200. So I gave her $15. That's the difference.
Okay. All right.
That seems
seems
fair to me.
I mean, she didn't ask me about it, Your Honor.
Why should she ask you? You're the one who puked in her car. You're on the hook no matter what.
But
No matter
mean,
what.
if
You're the
I-
one who damaged her property. So she could do whatever she wants to get that car back to the condition it was before you threw up in that car. But if it stayed there overnight and it was 80 degrees when you guys woke up, that's going to be even worse. That smell is going to take a lot, and it's going to be very difficult to get out. So why does she have to ask you for permission to get her car cleaned?
Thank
and
you,
why
Your
wouldn't you be responsible, since you're the one that damaged it, to pay for it?
Well, because,
explain it to me.
I mean, in my mind, if I was driving what I would call a good friend on her birthday, and that happened, I might mention to her, do you think we could split it? Do you think we could pay for
Why
half?
should you split it?
I just didn't realize that being a friend that you would be responsible for it. If she had come to me in a
You know what?
nice...
She actually was a really good friend because she was your designated driver. She made sure you got home safe. She made sure that you did not drive and that you did not injure yourself, you as well as the other friends. She's exactly the person you're claiming she's not.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Mr. Shuttlecock ran up to one of the other volunteers on stage that was transformed into a goat and started just humping it, like with his pelvic thrust.
Promotional consideration provided by...
The problem is, Miss Manning, is that what you should have done is that you should have asked her for the money, which you did. If she didn't, you could have sued her in small claims, and so you definitely skipped a lot of steps. But having said that, you did save us a lot of time and some tax dollars. So I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. So based on the evidence, you owe her $185 for fixing your car. I mean, for cleaning her car, which you did not do properly, and she had the prerogative to clean it, and she did. She owed you money for utilities, and she just took the difference, and that's it. So you guys are even. So the defendant doesn't owe you anything. Okay? Right. Good luck, girls. Life gets a little harder, so get prepared.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. Case dismissed.
You know what? Good luck with your next roommate. Hopefully she never goes out partying with you.
From now on, I'm living by myself.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
That's what you say.
To use the call.
Well, I'm not going to have a young black child raised without his father.
So we can keep going
That's
back and
a contradiction.
Forth, and what it's going to come down to
You're contradicting yourself.
Sit down.